So our next question here, and let's start with Svetla this time, is have you found that people in different regions or countries that speak the same language, US, England, Australia, whatever, they translate words or phrases differently? And how do you tackle this as a translator to ensure that it has the broadest meaning, whatever you're doing?
Yeah, of course. So even if we speak the same language in the same country, right? We each have different experiences, different backgrounds, which leads us to interpret a language in a different way, right? Through our own eyes. So still, we may use different words to translate sentences or phrases or paragraphs, whatever, but the end meaning must be the same or at least similar, right? So to do that, I think we must first have a good grasp of the language in which we're working, of all the languages, right? If we're translating from language 1 to language 2. And by good grasp, I mean understanding the subtleties of a language, its humor, its jokes, collocations, as well as false friends, right? Words that are very similar but have different meanings. So we have to have a good grasp. We cannot just go out there and like rely on our good good nature and good looks, right? And number two, I think it's very important to have experience, right? Now, the more translation we do, the better we become. Now, experience comes with obviously doing the job, but experience also comes with reading a lot, traveling, living in the countries where the target language is spoken widely, working with colleagues in the same field so we can get good feedback, right, on our mistakes. So this is my take on that question.
And Abby, how about you?
Well, obviously there are going to be different regions. For example, if we take French, we have Canadian French and a continental European French, which can be completely different at times. So I think knowing, I do agree with Svetla 100%, knowing the language well and knowing the culture and being aware that there could be differences and there are differences, and also documenting yourself on what some of the traps could possibly be. What would be the most embarrassing thing to say that you want to avoid? So all of this is, part of research and part of what you have to do. It's translating and interpreting is the highest degree of language proficiency, and it needs to be treated as such. It's not just going back and forth, as we said before. It's an extreme cultural experience where you have to use understanding, and you have to also be humble and not afraid to make a mistake. And if you are humble and not afraid to make a mistake, if people know you're doing your best, then your message and the message for the person you are translating for will get across easier. The other thing that's difficult in this particular act of translating and interpreting is that you're really not you. You're the person you're speaking for. And when you're doing it orally, it's something you have to keep in mind. When you're doing a written translation, it's completely different, and you have time to think. You have time to put down your paper, walk away, and come back and see if it makes sense. So yes, I would say cultural awareness and research and keeping an open mind are the best tools.
All right. That's good advice.